Today I'm showing you my most recent illustration, which is based on me and my siblings when my mom would give us her credit card and put us in charge of bringing the groceries home, and how I managed to draw this buggy full of groceries and color them all. The sketch was pretty straightforward. I knew that I wanted to have the buggy as a main prop for the characters, and I knew that I wanted the characters to be really expressive and kind of take away from the bulkiness of your typical buggy. I wanted the buggy to still have movement, and a lot of that would come from the characters in it. For the buggy, I wanted to go with this comic book, scritchy, scratchy, mark-making line art style, so that's kind of what I'm doing there. I absolutely love drawing people. I love drawing hands and feet. I feel like I am really good at it, even with like awkward poses and stuff, so I knew this drawing in particular would be a good place for me to explore that and challenge myself. I also really like junk food. I feel like junk food and American foods in general have this like logo design and packaging design that is kind of like, well, I didn't want to overcomplicate the drawing and add in every single detail. I wanted to basically give nods to the like logo mania of American junk foods in a way, so this felt like a really fun way to explore that and try that out in a piece, but also make sure to tone it down so that it doesn't look super chaotic. So you saw that I had Jolly Ranchers, I had Dorito bags, I had pizza, so the line art is basically all done. Now it's time to do the base colors. We're starting off strong with the chocolate chip cookie. There go the Jolly Ranchers again, and also a chocolate bar because why not? And a big goofy lollipop, and of course a Twinkie because that's just so American, and of course another Jolly Rancher. My approach for the base colors of the groceries and the food itself was that I figured it might be better to color in the items where I knew exactly what it was first, so that way I knew what those colors were and what colors I should place around them. That way I could still keep my workflow efficient by being able to give every piece of food and every grocery item its own base color, but I didn't have to worry so much about what those specific colors were. As long as I knew a few of the items and what their main colors were, it would help me to build the other colors around them so that things didn't clash. I started off with the easy stuff like the sandwich and the pizza. Those were my absolute favorite things to color, by the way. I even have some fried chicken here. And then from there, I was able to fill in the blanks for some of those more vague food objects and food items. And going about it this way made that process way easier because I was getting a little intimidated at first, and then I was able to finish things off with this little Coca-Cola bottle and move right back on to rendering the skin of the characters, which is my favorite thing to do in illustration. The personas I kind of had in mind for these characters were actually more specific than people might realize. So this boy's kind of meant to be like the middle child. He's kind of bad, he's kind of a rebel, and then the quote-unquote responsible one is this oldest sister here. She was still kind of the ringleader though. I wasn't even sure what to put on the grocery list at first, but then I randomly thought of that one short from Sesame Street with the little girl who had to go get groceries for her mom last minute, and I thought it would be such a cute little homage, like Easter egg, to slip that in there. Squeeze in a picture right here just in case you don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, back to the characters. I absolutely loved drawing this little girl, well really all of them, and their expressiveness. I feel like I could definitely be any one of them at any given moment when I was younger. There were so many different junk foods and candies that I wanted to try, but I like literally didn't get to, and also not to mention the beautiful huge birthday cakes that they would have on display. Now that we have most of the food items mostly covered, it's time to go ahead and render this tub here. So this is intended to be one of those big like birthday cake tubs. They kind of come in those like a plastic container. I was kind of surprised by how easy this part was, just because I wasn't sure how I was even going to approach coloring the cake within the tub, but it was a lot easier than I was making it in my head. But not as easy as these chocolate chip cookies or these Jolly Ranchers, which are literally like just two colors. Well, maybe more than just two colors because I did still shade them, so I guess it's kind of like 4 colors. Doritos are also a really important staple of childhood, so I had to include those. I just wasn't sure what flavor to make them, so I kind of went through like some deliberations trying to figure out what color, what flavor, potato. And last but not least, my approach for the buggy was to just color it last. Like, I just figured I can just color it right over the groceries and the kids themselves, and then just go over it with line art, and that way I could focus on the colors not clashing of the food items and groceries and everything, and then everything would just kind of be covered up by the buggy anyways, and I could do it as tastefully as possible. And voila, that's how everything turned out. I'm really happy with this illustration because it was a lot of fun and it gave me some technical challenges that I haven't really explored. And now I have even more ideas of how I can keep pushing my work and my characters, and I also really love the story. It means a lot to me and it's been on my mind for a while, so I'm really glad that I could share it with you guys. And I'm really curious what grocery shopping was like for you growing up, so let me know your stories in the comments, and I'll see you next time.